Hello everyone, welcome. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Thank you for being here. Sorry, let me clean up my space a little. I have a really interesting reading, I think, that's going to come through today. I was going through my decks and cleaning them out, as I do recommend that you should do, especially if you are a reader, especially if you're a reader on YouTube. And I found this deck that I haven't used easily in 4 years. And I don't know, today I found it probably last week. And today I looked over and I saw it there and I just felt so drawn to this deck. I can't even remember what this deck's called. It's called like the Light of Your Spirit deck or something. I'm going to actually put the name of the deck in the description box below. It's a gorgeous deck, as you guys are going to see. And it's just so... It's just so beautiful. I used this deck exclusively back in 2021, I believe. 2021 was a massive year of changes for me. It's when I started to overhaul my health. I quit my physical job. Kind of was pushed out of it, but that's a story for another time. And I was really questioning a lot of things. I was going to create this whole herbal business, realized that that wasn't going to work out due to legal restrictions that we have here. And yeah, so I used this deck a lot back then, and I don't think I've really picked it up much since. So before I begin, I'm going to just do a really short prayer, as I always do. Okay, first thing before I even finished that was shuffle, and don't forget the bottom of the deck. So that's what we're going to do. I've learnt actually that when I lean too much on this desk, I actually shake the whole desk. I'm also working on changing my office setup some eventually. I'm hoping to get one of those standing desks. I know that's all the rage right now, but I'm hoping to get one of those standing desks and maybe move my desk so that it's in front of that window there. Because I do always have that window open, as I'm sure you've noticed in some of the videos where I've done a video more like this. So anyways, I'm just going to turn my phone off because notifications. That might actually be a message for someone. It is like turning your phone off. Okay, once I do the prayer, there's really nothing in the reading that is by accident. And so the fact that I noticed my phone, the fact that my phone is blowing up with notifications, and the fact that I mentally was like, I need to turn this off to focus, might be a message for some of you. Are you focusing on the things you need to focus on, or are you being distracted by your phone or other things in your life where things are blowing up and you're not focusing on the things that you need to focus on? Are you not focusing on what's really important? Are you not grounded in what's really important? Okay. Is that what is happening? Recalibrating is what I'm hearing. Recalibrating. Okay. Some of you also, some of you are going to have your notifications blow up randomly because you're going to go viral in some way. So for some of you, this might be like social media. All of a sudden you have some sort of like reel or post or something that is going to go viral. For some of you, this could be YouTube. For some of you, this could be like you might be collaborating, writing an article or a book. I heard a book for some of you that's gonna blow up. That could also be a part as well. Okay, so something to keep in mind. We've got soul tree, visualize, and grounding. What I find very interesting is the soul tree and the grounding. Look at the imagery. They're almost exactly the same. The difference between these two cards, okay, you've got the tree, you've got the star. you've got the world. Is that the world? Yeah. The difference between these two cards is honestly just the coloring. Okay. With the soul tree card, okay, you've got the golden halo, right? The golden halo is healing for me. When I see the golden halo like this, it's reminding me of healing. Okay. Energetic healing, physical healing, spiritual healing. It can mean any of those. Usually for me, it means spiritual, energetic healing when I start to see this. Some of you, this could also be a sign for angels. I'm not very good with angels. I'm going to be real, but I'm hearing Archangel Azriel, Uriel, and Raphael. Are those archangels? I'm going to be completely 100% honest. I don't know a lot about angels. That's not an area of expertise that I've really developed. I'm not even sure personally where I stand with that, but I'm hearing Raphael, Uriel, Azriel. Azriel. Is that an archangel? I'm going to leave that up to you guys because I actually don't know. Okay. And healing in those areas. And then grounding. Okay, which is literally this card. And it's funny because when I saw this card, I thought, oh, grounding. That was my first thought. And then the grounding card comes up. So there's definitely a message here of needing to ground your energy, needing to reconnect. Remember that grounding is not just grounding to the earth. It's also grounding to spirit and keeping that connection clear. For some of you, this healing that you're going to be doing, for some of you with angels or archangels that might be coming through, is needing to first connect to the ground, to the earth. Always connect to the earth first, and then coming through your body and connecting to spirit. Okay, however you choose to do that. Okay, your higher crown chakras. Okay, this grounding card also. Oh, I just actually realized that in the soul tree card, there's actually angel wings. I don't think you can you see that? There we go. I was holding these cards back. I didn't realize there's actually angel wings in this card. That's really interesting. Some of you who are also doing, as I'm looking at the soul tree card, some of you have shamanic ancestry. Some of you are exploring your shamanic roots. That's also coming through. But I'm really getting this sense of grounding, connecting to your higher heart chakra and your higher crown chakra in particular, especially when you've got the star that's in the heavens, and trusting that that's the term that I wanted to use, the heavens here. All right. And in this card, I don't know how well you can see it, but in this card here, you've got, can you guys see this triangle? Right. For some people, that's going to be indicative of the Trinity. But the other thing it's really reminded me of is grounding yourself. So you're the medium between earth and spirit. Okay, that's, the triangle is the strongest. Also, this is the other thing coming through. The triangle is the strongest image, the strongest shape. Okay, this is why when you look at old bridges and structures, you're going to see triangles in them because the triangle is the strongest shape. Okay, it's got the strongest foundation. The card that came in the middle of that was visualize. Okay, and this is again where I'm talking about, do you see this connection? If I pull all of these cards up in order, do you see how in every single one of these cards, there is this, let me put the visualize card in the front because that's what I'm focusing on right now. There is some sort of star in the visualize card. It's actually a lotus flower. There's some sort of ground. Okay, you've got the earth in each one of these. This is more of indicative of like your root chakra. Okay, this spiritual groundedness. And then there's this beam that's coming up. A lot of you, there's going to be a lot of this collective is going through some sort of expansion type energy. I don't want to use the term ascension, but some sort of expansion type energy. We've got focus coming through and the heart is really sticking out to me. Some of you need to clear your higher heart chakra. You need to connect to your higher heart chakra. This collective is really expanding right now. You're growing. You're expanding inward and you're expanding outward as a result of expanding inward, okay? This collective's no bones, okay? You know that you're expanding. I'm hearing you know that you're shifting. You know that there's an expansion here. Some of you, I'm also hearing, are not going to complete this expansion due to fear. Some of you will complete this expansion and go through that fear. Okay? Really, really, really important things. And again, we have this almost pillar that's going through here in this card. Consistently. This person also is in the lotus position. Okay, and what I find interesting is that we also have the lotus up here. Okay, the lotus is symbolic of coming. It's about growing from times that are really tough. Okay, the lotus flower grows in kind of the dirtiest of water. It's not growing in this really clean, nice areas. It's growing in this icky, polluted water. And from it comes this really beautiful flower. There's this message here that I'm getting as I'm saying this of you are not defined by your past. You are not defined by your past. I'm getting distracted because there's a song by Jelly Roll. And there's another person who sings it. I want to say Alex Warren, but I'm not sure that's true. It's called Bloodline. You guys need to go look up that song. Okay, even if you just read the lyrics because you really don't like country type music, you need to go look up that song. It's called Bloodline. Okay, and it talks about you are not your bloodline. Right? It talks about how we blame our parents, you know. It's, you know, the very first paragraph, it's like, oh, it's my daddy's fault, and it was his daddy's fault before that, you know. This is healing that. This is for those of you who have been stuck in this feeling of I'm a victim of my ancestry, I'm a victim of my bloodline, I'm a victim of where I came from. There's now this shift that's occurring. You're expanding and you're shifting out of this. You're shifting out of this energy into this, oh, okay, I'm not actually a victim because I can change this. I'm not going to allow myself to be the sole byproduct of this. I am going to go beyond this. I'm going to do the work that my mom and dad did not do before me. Okay, I'm going to open my heart to new possibilities. Again, focus. If you guys have been scattered brained, if your energy has been scattered, that's changing. You need to actually mentally focus. I'm also getting discipline with that card. I'm also getting discipline. Okay, focus, have a disciplined practice. I have discipline in what it is you want to do. Okay, this collective, you want to have goals, you want to reach someplace, you have a specific objective that you want to get to. The reason you haven't gotten there yet is not because you're incapable of getting there. It's not because you don't necessarily have the skills. It's because you haven't focused on actually reaching there. You haven't maintained that discipline. Take it. Leave it. Leave it. Sorry. They said leave it. They were telling me to cut the deck and then that card flew out, but they're telling me it's not that card. I'm going to shuffle the deck. I'm going to go against what they're telling me right now. They're not going to like me. They don't like when I do this. And shuffle it. Shuffle it again. Cut the deck. Bottom. Joy. Joy. Again, we've got the heart in the center. We've got the heart in the center. Some of you also, I'm getting kind of with this card of joy, I'm getting kind of this like boho vibe. Some of you might have this boho vibe going on, if that makes sense. Right, joy, bottom of the deck, insight. And again, we've got the pillar. There's a card in a deck by Rebecca Campbell that this is starting to really remind me of. And I think the card is me see. Hold on a sec, guys. I have that deck somewhere. The card, I think, is the You Are the Oracle card. And I'm trying to remember which deck it's in. It's not in that one, for sure. And the card name is You Are the Oracle, I think. And it's, again, or maybe it's Pillar of Light. Shit. I thought I had this deck out as a working deck. Maybe this is the sign that it needs to be a working deck. Also, triangle again. Okay. Maybe this is the sign that this needs to be my working deck. Okay, I'm actually going to not shuffle. I'm going to go through and find this card. There's a very specific card in here that I'm thinking of right now as I'm saying this, and it's got this Pillar of Light, and that's the card. Okay, there's this one. That's one's actually perfect. That's not even the one I was thinking of. No, that's not the one I'm being drawn to. One is the Age of Light. One is, oh, I hope it's in this deck. If you have multiple decks by the same author, you're going to understand what I mean when I say, here, it is this deck, Pillar of Light. Okay. I know this is not traditional, but I want to show you this because it's really giving me the Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes, and the Pillar of Light, your vibration is rising. You are the Oracle. I know I did not traditionally pull these cards, as you clearly saw. But you see how, start with this card. You've got the triangle, the foundation, okay? Then you've got the Pillar of Light that's coming through, and it's exactly the same as this continuous image that keeps cropping up in all of these cards. Insight, the insight, it's within you. Okay, Pillar of Light, it's the same thing. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's actually a woman that's here. Okay. I was going to say it looks like angel wings there for a second. And it's this Pillar of Light. And you see how she's elevated in the heavens. And it's going through the earth. The light's going through the earth. That grounding's going through the earth. Right? There's this huge message that's coming through of this up-leveling, of this expansion, this growing that's occurring with this collective of your abilities, of your intuitive abilities. If you've been working on expanding your psychic abilities, it's including that as well. And it's about staying in that energy. It's about focusing on making decisions from your heart, focusing on maintaining a level of peace. For some of you, this is also about continuing or starting a meditation journey. Continuing with a meditation journey of sorts, right? There's this sense of, I pulled this out and now I feel really called to pull a card from here, of continuing to do that, okay? Of continuing within that energy that's there. Grounding and making sure that you're grounded. Also protection as you're doing this. There's this misconception that if you just keep raising your energy, you're going to naturally be protected. And to an extent, it's true, but to an extent, it's also the biggest crock of shit that you're ever going to run across. Okay, you need to, especially when you're expanding, because it's not the expansion that is necessarily, sorry, I'm just uploading a video, so I'm looking over here. It's not the expansion that's necessarily the quote-unquote dangerous part. It's that time while you are expanding when negativity, darkness, they're showing me actually just a shadow trying to come and dim these lights. And there's a huge message here of you have so much light that you are spreading right now. It cannot be dimmed. If you look at all of these cards, light, light, light. I know this is coming from the Oracle of Light something or another. But there's so much of it, even in these two cards that I pulled. There's so much of that light coming through that you just need to hold that energy. You just need to hold it, remember it, and be mindful of it on a continuous basis. This collective also, you might be getting tired. Okay, not in like a bad way, but you might be getting tired physically because you are trying to hold this energy, and it's not an energy that is fully integrated yet. Okay, it's not an energy that is fully integrated, fully involved yet. Right. Birth mysteries. What are you being called to create? What are you birthing right now? Some of you, this might be like a literal birth. Some of you might be working on having a literal family. Okay, like getting pregnant or getting your partner pregnant. But for a lot of you, you're working on building and birthing this new version of yourself. Immediately when I saw this card is called Ride the Wave, but immediately when I saw this, I got this idea of washing away your energy, washing your aura, clearing your aura through water, right? Life lessons and growth. You will get through this. A lot of water energy, which makes sense when you have a lot of light. Light and water, I personally feel go together really well because they're both a very flowing type of energy, right? Especially when you're talking about spiritual light, okay? And I find it also really interesting. There's two decks here, and the only decks that are coming out are the ones that are the water deck. But there's two decks that are fully integrated there. Atlantis and Water Codes. And again, same message. Keep the big vision. Stay in alignment as you grow. Ancient wisdom, the intelligence is within you. You've been training for this for lifetimes. Okay? Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. We've got this continuous message coming through. And because of that, I'm being told to stop here. I'm not going to go on any further. There's this continuous message that is coming through, though, of you have it all already. You have the knowledge. You've got the insight. You just need to connect with it. You just need to integrate it. This is a process. This does not happen with a snap of a fingers always. This is a process, and it takes time. And then one day, it's just going to be there, and you're not even going to realize until you do, if that makes sense. One day, it's just going to be there. There's this sense of clearing your energy, washing away. I'm also hearing DNA activation. I don't know if you guys can see this, but there you go. It almost looks like a DNA here at the top. And so I'm hearing DNA activation, right? The DNA, again, bloodline. Okay, you're not even reactivating. You're almost working to change your DNA on an energetic level. This collective, you're working to change your DNA on a spiritual, energetic level. Your eyes are opening up to things that previously they were not. You're realizing, I'm hearing propaganda. That's interesting. It's not what I was going to say. I'm hearing propaganda. You're realizing the illusions, the propaganda, I'm going to say it because I heard it, the propaganda that you were falling for. This collective is expanding above that. Okay. I want to say you're expanding above that. That's actually wrong. I just got corrected. Sorry. You're not expanding above that. It's not about expanding above that. It's about expanding outward of that, becoming more discerning, becoming more aware of what's going on. That's what it's about. It's not about when people say expanding above, Spirit's correcting me right now. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. They're saying that it's not about above, because when you use the terminology above, our human mind tends to think of it as this very linear process. And even in some of this imagery, you can see, like in this card in particular, it's not really that linear, right? Yes, you've got the linear, okay, let's connect and ground, but you also have all this energy around, right? You've got your auric field, you've got your energetic field, you've got your chakras, which are in between your aura and your physical body, and you've got this energy that you're radiating out. It's not this linear process of, oh, I just do this and that's it. It's very much this full expansion, this full growth. Some of you are going to hit a pile of challenges. That's also why you're getting the Ride the Waves card. There's going to be some of you who are hitting challenges. You're hitting different roadblocks. I'm hearing you're hitting different roadblocks. Some of you might be under a lot of stress right now. That's part of it, right? This is almost I'm hearing initiation. This is almost it was initiation, one of the cards. No, I'm hearing initiation. It's almost like if you feel like it's been one problem after another, that's the initiation of this, right? It's the initiation of this. It's the seeing where you actually are. Where are you grounding yourself? What are the values you're grounding yourself in? What are the spiritual beliefs you're grounding yourself in? What is the foundation that you have? And how are you using that to connect to your higher self, to connect to God, to connect to your angels, to connect to your ancestors, your spirit guides, to the other side? Some of you also are going to be noticing a growth in your mediumship. Some of you are also noticing a growth in your intuition or your psychic abilities as you're doing this. And there's going to be huge healing. Healing is never easy. This one, I'm really getting healing. Ask for your ancestors and, again, archangels. Every time I pick up this card, I'm hearing Azriel, Uriel, Raphael. So look that up. I'm going to actually look that up when I get off this. Azriel, Uriel, Raphael. Okay, this coming down, birthing of new things. We've also got kind of this cyclical energy. It just popped out to me. Cyclical, birthing of new things. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune is also coming through here. I'm actually going to just pull one tarot card to finish this reading out. The Wheel of Fortune is coming through here. The wheel turning in your favor. Yep. Nine of Swords. Yeah, that makes sense. A lot of you are overcome. This is what I was getting. A lot of you are overcome with this anxiety, this fear, this disconnect right now. And it's this up-leveling, right? Things are falling apart. When things fall apart and you get left with a lot of anxiety, this is the time where you restructure yourself. You restructure what it is you're doing. You restructure this. What's really interesting, again, you guys see, so you've got these arrows that are around. Each one of these arrows, though, there's light that's going up. Again, those pillars of light, even though you're in, for some of you, you're really in the midst of it, you've got these pillars of light that's going around. Okay, and then here, it's circling you. You don't think, there you go. It's circling you here. These same pillars, it's circling you here. You guys are also really divinely protected. Azriel, Uriel, Raphael. You guys are really divinely protected. Your ancestors are protecting you. Your loved ones in spirit, if you have them, are protecting you. Even if you don't know you have them, you do have them. God's protecting you if you believe in that. Yeah. A lot of change in foundation, change in spirit, change in how you see the world, opening your heart more, becoming more empathetic. If you guys are not someone who identified with the concept of being an empath, that might be something you're going to identify with. Opening that up a little bit more. Moving into your highest state. There's a massive shift that's coming. 2 to 3 months, I'm hearing. Massive shift that's occurring internally on a spiritual energetic level for this collective. So even if you feel like this right now, it's okay. Because there's a breaking down that needs to occur before you rise up again. Phoenix rising from the ashes. If you think of the phoenix has to literally go down to ash before the phoenix can rise up again and rebuild itself. So if you're in this energy currently, some of you just recently left this energy and you're slowly coming out of it. Some of you are currently in this energy. So if you're in it, it's temporary. And 2 to 3 months from now, very clearly 2 to 3 months, I just got interrupted and I was told to mention that if you want the angels to help you, you need to ask them for help. If you want the angels to help you, you need to ask them for help. And also, Trisha Yearwood, bring in the angels. I'm bringing the angels. I can't remember if the song's called Bringing the Angels or I'm Bringing the Angels, but there's a line in it called I'm Bringing the Angels. Okay, listen to that. Listen to that song. And for the angels to help you, you need to ask them for help. I'm also being told that for the angels to help you, for spirit to help you, for your guides to help you, you need to ask them. You need to say, I could really use the support of the angels right now. I could really use the healing of Archangel Raphael right now. They're there. If you're feeling like they're not, ask them. And if you're still feeling like you're not, verbally ask them. Say it out loud. There is energy in the spoken word. There is energy in your voice, in speaking. So ask them. Ask them. Some of you also, because I'm noticing this actually recently, I was supposed to stop this reading, but like I said, there's no accidents. As I'm looking in the viewfinder right now, my glasses have this funky rose tint, and I'm getting this rose-colored glasses vibe. The glasses are coming off. The rose-colored glasses are coming off. You're seeing things as they are now. That might also bleed into earlier I was mentioning about illusions and propaganda. There's a movie, and I can never remember what the movie is, and I think it's Mel Gibson who's in it. He puts on these glasses, and then he looks at the billboard, and the billboard all of a sudden is telling him the propaganda that's subconsciously, like the subliminal messaging that's there. That's what I'm seeing happening for this collective. You're taking off the rose-colored glasses, and the ones that you're putting on is allowing you to see the true reality around you. And yeah, it's heavy. It's heavy. It's not a joke. But you've got the ability, you've got the skills, you've got the support, spiritually especially, to be able to handle it, to deal with it. And I'm going to leave that there. That's it. I'm going to leave that there for this collective. Thank you for watching. Oh, it was a bit of a big message. I feel like some of the messages come through and it's nothing, but this one I felt like there was a lot that really needed to come out here. I'm going to let this go. Thank you for watching. You've got this. Much love to you all. Until next time, bye.